An Introduction to Seiðr. The historical development of Seiðr, a shamanic modality attested from medieval Scandinavia, is closely tied to an ancient Northern European pagan religion, or set of related localized religions, that we refer to as Germanic heathenry. A note on the term Germanic. When we speak about the Germanic gods, Germanic peoples, and/or about ancient Germanic religion and culture, we are not referring to a modern national group, the German people. Instead, we are talking about a broader and older linguistic classification, referring to those who spoke the various Germanic dialects. Germanic is in turn a distinct branch of the Indo-European language family, which also includes Italic, Celtic, Balto-Slavic, the Indo-Iranian languages of Sanskrit and Avestan, and many others. Heathenry is a modern name for these beliefs and customs, because when they were originally being practiced, people felt no need to give them a name. It was just what they did. To understand Seiðr, which is the subject of this book, it is important to have at least a basic understanding of heathenry. Heathenry, or heathenism, is the modern practice of following the old pantheon of pagan gods that were historically worshipped throughout much of Northern Europe, including England and Scandinavia, before these cultures converted to Christianity. Other terms that are sometimes used to refer to modern heathenry include asatru, faith in the Asir, and troth, likewise referring to trust or faith in the old gods. In recent decades, a plethora of more regionally focused or historically specific branches of heathenry have also sprung up, often with their own self-designations. All of the Germanic peoples seem to have shared a core group of primary deities. For example, the high god called Odin, Old Norse Othin by the Scandinavians, has a counterpart in the Anglo-Saxon Woden, Old English, the continental Wodan, Old Saxon, and Wotan, Old High German, and so forth. While these divine names share a common root, their divergent forms are also reflective of the fact that ancient Germanic religion was never codified or uniform in expression. Religious practices varied from tribe to tribe and place to place, and certain local gods might be worshipped in one area, but not another. Nevertheless, common patterns can be seen, and thus we employ heathenry as a broad term that encompasses a wide range of practices and beliefs. Iceland is of special importance for both the history of heathenry and its modern revival. The first migrants from Norway arrived on the island in the latter half of the 9th century, having fled from oppression or simply to seek their own land. These original settlers were pagans. Christianity would not be adopted in Iceland until the year 1000, in a relatively peaceful and tolerant manner. Alongside the new faith, the old pagan practices could still be conducted privately, at least for an initial period, though they were eventually outlawed once the church gained full control. In contrast to the situation in much of mainland Europe at the time, the medieval Icelanders were able to cultivate a high rate of literacy and develop a robust vernacular literary tradition of both poetry and prose. This is most famously preserved in the Eddas and Sagas, which vividly recount the cosmology and mythology of the heathen gods and the lives of human figures, both historical and legendary. Popular literature of this sort, which also refers to heathen religious practices, seems to have been less suppressed by the Christian Church in Iceland than it was in other countries, and therefore offers an invaluable window into pre-Christian beliefs.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.